Hi everyone in English 1301, it's Dr. E and I'm here with an instructional video for your food journal collection. I'm a little under the weather, so just bear with me, and of course let me know if you have any questions. So please remember that if you have questions, concerns, anything related to our assignments, if you visit the content area, there is a whole module for syllabus, schedule, rubrics, everything associated with the course. So if you take a look, there are templates, all the mind map materials, food journal materials, and somewhere multimedia. Maybe they aren't visible. I'll make sure to make those visible. So everything is going to be here so you can double check, in addition to MLA help, D2L and tech help, etc. So I am going to go over the food journal collection. And what this is, it's an assignment that is really working to combine those food journals that you've submitted previously. So we're into our second week with our second journal. You've already done a lot of the work. A lot of the effort has already been put into these writings, or you are currently working on the second. So we're taking those original submissions and revising, rethinking, adding more detail where necessary to make it a kind of collection. Typically this would be considered plagiarism, right? We don't want to reuse work in our courses, but this of course is part of our assignment. So just be aware moving forward, you don't want to do this unless you're given strict permission to do so in your course. And so this is really something that I want us to consider in terms of building our strategies for writing. So we really want to, moving forward in thinking about academic writing specifically, the idea that revision and review are really key, right? We're not going to see the errors in our own writing. This is why with every syllabus and everything I post, I am always open to feedback, because I know that there are going to be things that I may have missed. And that's why revision and review can be, truly helpful. And, asking for outside help is definitely helpful. It's not a requirement for this particular assignment. Communicating effectively in the written format, it does, take more time, and we really do want to utilize strategies instead of waiting until the last minute to submit something. And this is something that really can transfer to different areas outside of school. So are you going to be required to create new things for this writing collection? And the answer is yes. You're actually going to create an abstract paragraph, and that's going to come before your revised collection. You're also going to have a works cited page where you'll include any sources, okay? I really do want you to keep in mind you've done a majority of this, okay? Please use the template. Don't worry about creating your own document when there's a template that's there and ready to go. Remember that the Purdue OWL website is just, a super resource for MLA. And in our MLA help section, there are so many different materials that can be very helpful, including examples that I have created using Choi's article, that MLA video, citing and citations. Just saying, this is one of those things that every time people submit work, I'm shocked that they have not just gone and found these citations that are already complete. But that's, that's you do you. So if we go back to the written collection document, your abstract paragraph is just kind of, think of it as a letter to me. This is where you're giving me some context about, what was the process of originally writing the journal? What was the process of revising, reviewing it, adding research, because research will be required. This is the only time I would say utilizing you is okay for our course. You using that second person is just something that can be very much seen as too informal, too conversational. Whereas that first person, you have different ways to use it that are effective. You is something we work to avoid, because it becomes very much something that we lean on too heavily with our writing. All right, so what are the overall criteria? You have those 2 revised journals that you'll submit. So you've submitted one, some of you are working to submit the second, so you'll take some time to revise those. Each revised journal needs to be at least 3 paragraphs. or longer if that was the original assignment. So I think both of our journals have been at least 3, and I believe this most recent one is even more. But you also need to utilize at least one source from our readings in each. Each journal needs a source, okay? So that first journal originally did not require research. You need to go back and work to integrate research into your paragraphs, right, to support your ideas. You're going to include an abstract paragraph in italics, and that will appear at the beginning. Take some time to read through this, 4 to 5 sentences minimum. This is just, again, providing me with some context about your process. The document should follow MLA guidelines. So use the template, right? It'll have a heading, a header, title. There's no title page in MLA anymore. 12-point font, Times New Roman. And the works cited should appear at the end of your collection. And so that is going to be on its own page, but part of the single document. And it will, in alphabetical order, have those citations. So again, utilize the sources that are available to you, because why not? Keep going back to this document, my apologies. All right, and consider making a tutoring appointment. Why not? You're watching the instructional video, but be sure to ask questions if you have any of those. And here is just a very standard kind of rubric. And I really put the focus, instead of something like a thesis statement, this collection is you combining your 2 journals. So those topic sentences become really important because they're allowing you to connect your current paragraph from your previous, right? So you're looking at those kinds of transitions. And the way to do that is a topic sentence. A lot of times students share that they struggle with things such as organization with their writing, and a lot of this can be traced down to ineffective, or maybe perhaps just topic sentences that aren't there. So remember that a topic sentence is kind of like a mini thesis statement. It really shares with your audience, this is what my paragraph will be about. It really helps the reader easily follow your ideas. So you want to make sure that every paragraph has a topic sentence that is kind of that thesis statement, right? And especially when we're combining 2 works. So you are putting those 2 journals together as a single document because they're both related to food, but then those topic sentences will help transition your audience between that the paragraphs in your first journal into that second journal that has a bit of a different and more specific kind of subject, okay? Sources and documenting. Oops, my apologies, I'll correct that. So see, revising, editing, reviewing can really be helpful. Grammar, punctuation, and spelling, and abstract paragraph. So take some time to read through this and know that I will have a template that is available for you to just utilize. I'll set it up in Google Docs as well as a Word document that you can download. But join that Q&A discussion board if you have any questions or concerns, or you can, of course, direct your concerns to me in an email. Hang in there.